Christmas is a time when plenty of festive food is enjoyed, but one that's particularly loved is the mince pie. Whether you like them plain, or warm with a dollop of whipped cream or brandy butter, there is something about the humble pastry filled with fruits and spices that instantly produces Christmas cheer. With less than 1 month until the big day, supermarkets have begun to stock their takes on the treat. With the recipe being fairly simple, there is the question of whether different mince pie brands taste the same. Daily Record reporter, and avid mince pie fan, Lucy Farrell set out to figure this out, by performing a taste test on pies from 4 supermarkets. It turns out that not all are created equally, both in flavor and price. She even tried one chain's premium selection to see if they were worth forking out the extra cash, and the results may surprise you. Read below to find out how she got on after trying mince pies from Lidl, Tesco, Sainsbury's and Marks & Spencer. Marks & Spencer All Butter Mince Pies, £2.50. Marks & Spencer All Butter Mince Pies come in a pack of 6 and are decently sized. With the first bite, I found the filling to have a decent balance of flavors. It was a perfect mix of sweetness and fruit with just the right amount of brandy. The filling also had plenty of bite, and rather than being boiled down to a compote, you could still taste each individual sultana. The pastry's flavor worked well with the filling. I found both to be equally matched in proportion, but my partner whom I performed my taste test with found these to be too cakey. M&S Brown Butter Mince Pies, £3. While browsing the M&S shelves, another mince pie caught my eye. In place of classic pastry, these are made with chewy cookie dough made with brown butter for added richness. My curiosity got the better of me, so I placed a box containing 4 pies for £3 in my basket. I have to say I was quite disappointed when I tried one. Now, that is not to say it didn't taste good, quite the opposite, but I was expecting the crust to have a special, unique flavor that put them above the rest. However, I found this pastry to be far less flavorful than the others, and the filling to be a bit too strong with the boozy flavor that drowned out the spices. Sainsbury's Taste the Difference Mini Mince Pies, £2.75. If you're planning to host a larger get-together this year, you may be considering a plate of mini mince pies as festive finger food. Sainsbury's stock a pack of 9 for £2.75, and while this makes for good value, they unfortunately were not my favourite. This is mainly down to the filling, which was far too sweet for my liking. The pastry tasted good but was quickly drowned out by the filling that to me, offered little in mince pie flavor. Lidl Deluxe Luxury Mince Pies, £2.19. I'm a big fan of Lidl's own products and love buying groceries from its deluxe range, but this is the first time such a purchase left me with buyer's regret. Lidl's mince pies are a generous size, the biggest out of all tested, but were my least favorite. They come in a pack of 6 and each are dusted with a small bit of sugar for extra sweetness. I found the pastry to be lacking in flavor, while the filling tasted completely different to that of a classic mince pie. I can't quite put my finger on what was different, but it tasted more similar to that of a jam and lacked the earthy spice the confectionery is known for. Tesco Merry Mince Pies, £1.09. Tesco's mince pies are the cheapest out of all tested, but they are also the smallest, excluding the Sainsbury's minis. When tried against their more expensive counterparts, I couldn't really find much of a difference. The pastry was flaky and soft, while the filling was sweet with a slight, but welcomed, tang. Final thoughts: out of all mince pies tested, my favorite ended up being a draw between Marks & Spencer's basic mince pies and Tesco. However, with Tesco's being the cheapest of the lot, coming in at little over £1, it was the clear winner. I want to stress that I enjoyed every mince pie I tried, and I don't think any will disappoint fans. However, I do feel that you don't need to spend more to get the tastiest ones. In fact, when it comes to mince pies, I think it's better to stick to the classics, and if that means spending a little less, that's just an added bonus. Newsletter here.